Welcome back to This Explainer. Okay, so today we are looking into a pretty fascinating corner of the digital economy. Imagine this. You want to start an online business, right? You know the potential is huge, but boom, you hit a massive wall. You've got zero technical web design skills, no massive social media following, and honestly, no product of your own to actually sell. It's that classic barrier to entry that stops most of us before we even get off the starting block. But what if a system claimed to just bypass all of that? Well, in this explainer, we're deconstructing something called the daily income method. We're going to look at how it serves as a beginner-friendly business in a box, dig into the specifics of its 100% peer-to-peer commission structure, which, by the way, allows for instant $200 payments, and we'll explore how its 5-part training vault enables you to master digital marketing skills while you are simultaneously generating income. Let's get right into it.
Okay, let's dive into this because honestly, this is the foundational premise of the whole system. If you literally don't have something to sell, how on earth do you generate income? Well, the source material we're examining today pitches a concept that relies entirely on acting as a middleman. You aren't making a product from scratch, you aren't stockpiling inventory in your garage, and you certainly aren't dealing with customer service or printing shipping labels. Instead, you are simply the bridge between a buyer and a solution they are already out there searching for.
The creator of this system calls this the connector method, and the documentation draws a really interesting direct comparison to companies we all know like Uber or Airbnb. Think about it for a second. Uber doesn't actually own the cars, right? And Airbnb doesn't own the real estate. They just provide the system that connects the driver with a passenger or the homeowner with a traveler, and then they take a cut of the transaction. So, in this digital marketing model, you act as that connect. You link people up to digital products they already want, and you earn a commission just for making that introduction. To really wrap our heads around how this program works, we're going to break it down into 4 main pillars. Number 1, the business in a box. Number 2, the $200 commission structure. Number 3, the 5-part training vault. And finally, number 4, scaling your new business.
All right, let's kick things off with Pillar 1, the business in a box, specifically focusing on their done-for-you marketing assets.
Now, what's really interesting about this is the primary appeal. They are completely removing the technical barriers for beginners. Instead of you sitting there trying to learn coding or web design, the system just hands you fully built tools so you can completely skip the creation phase. And honestly, the sheer volume of these assets is wild. We're talking over 100,000 pre-made faceless video reels. On top of that, you get 222 what they call battle-tested email swipes, which, let's be real, is a massive amount of pre-written follow-up specifically designed to get maximum open rates. Oh, and there's a pre-built 12-minute video sales letter, or VSL, designed to essentially do the heavy lifting and sell for you 24/7. This quote from the program really crystallizes their angle here. By supplying this massive, ready-to-go library of video content, the system specifically targets folks who might be, a little intimidated by the whole influencer lifestyle. If you don't want to show your face on camera or even record your own voice, the program claims you can just download their provided assets, upload them directly to your socials, and start generating traffic completely anonymously. Pretty clever, right?
Moving right along to Pillar 2, the $200 commission structure and how these instant peer-to-peer payments actually work.
So you might be wondering, how much does all this actually cost, and where is that money going? Well, the total upfront cost is $297, and it's divided into 2 entirely separate transactions. First, $97 goes directly to the company. That's a one-time admin fee just to keep the software running and cover the hosting. Then, the remaining $200 represents the actual cost of the digital product itself. So, the crucial point is this $200 slice. When you act as the middleman, when you refer a new customer to the system, you do not split that $200 with the company. No way. The program operates on a 100% peer-to-peer commission model for the product cost itself. That means you, the affiliate, keep that entire $200 payment directly. And because it's truly peer-to-peer, you get to dictate exactly how you get paid. You can plug in Stripe, Cash App, Venmo, Square, PayPal, Zelle, Apple Cash, or even crypto. Now, why does this matter so much? Because it absolutely eliminates those agonizing wait times you see in traditional affiliate marketing. There's no sitting around for weeks waiting for some corporate check to clear. The funds transfer instantly straight from the buyer directly into whichever account you chose. Ultimately, the program boils its whole operational loop down into 3 super simple claimed steps. Step 1, you join the system and set up those payment links we just talked about. Step 2, you leverage those 100,000 done-for-you video reels, posting them to platforms like TikTok or Instagram to start driving organic traffic back to your specific link. And finally, Step 3, when a sale is made through your link, you collect those earnings instantly.
All right, let's get into Pillar 3, the 5-part training vault, or, as they frame it, earning while learning.
Now let's move to the vault and see how this actually builds your skills. Because obviously just posting videos into the void doesn't magically guarantee traffic. Inside the curriculum, starting from absolute zero, Module 1 handles all the basic account setup, apps, bios, tracking links, that sort of thing. Module 2 is all about finding endless prospects, giving your content ideas, and the best ways to upload those reels. Module 3 gets deep into the weeds with video SEO, teaching you how to optimize thumbnails and search rankings so people actually find you. And then Module 4 bridges that final gap, teaching you the automations required to turn that hard-earned traffic into actual, closed sales. This training specifically targets 4 main social media channels to drive all this free, organic traffic. We're talking TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, and Facebook profiles. What's notably highlighted in the sources is a specialized Facebook playbook included right there in the vault. It actually outlines the exact organic content strategy the system's creator used to grow from 0 to over 41,000 followers just on that platform alone.
You'll notice a recurring theme in this training, and that is flexibility. The Vault teaches 2 totally distinct content creation routes. On one hand, you have the Faceless strategy, which allows you to stay completely anonymous by utilizing that massive library of pre-made reels. But on the flip side, they also teach a face-forward strategy. This is for folks who actively want to build a personal brand by filming themselves creating original content. The system is entirely designed to adapt to whatever your personal comfort level is when it comes to being on camera.
And to give even more support on the content creation side, the program includes some pretty neat custom software bonuses. One of them is an AI-powered tool called the Viral Hook Script Generator. Basically, this software whips up completely original video scripts and photo captions for you. This is absolutely crucial because it ensures that even if thousands of other affiliates are using the exact same system, you're posting unique text hooks, so there are 0 duplicates out there. They even throw in training on how to use AI to generate high-quality digital clones of yourself, which is kind of wild when you think about it. Which brings us to our final section, Pillar 4, Scaling Your New Business, Going Beyond the Basics. Now, while the system heavily promotes using free organic traffic when you're just starting out, treating this like a real, long-term enterprise requires some secondary investments to automate and scale things up. Once you're actually in profit, the program actively recommends a few upsells. For example, grabbing a $25 per month capture page to start building an email list, purchasing what they call solo ads on platforms like Udemy to buy paid traffic, and intentionally adding links to other affiliate programs so you can build out multiple streams of passive income. And this brilliantly illustrates why that $25 a month capture page is pushed so heavily. There's an old saying, the money is in the list and the fortune is in the follow-up. In digital marketing, the reality is most people just don't buy on the very first exposure. By capturing an email address before you send a user over to the sales video, you are building your very own digital asset. You can then take those 222 pre-written, battle-tested email swipes we talked about earlier, load them into an autoresponder, and have it automatically follow up with those prospects day after day. It's all about maximizing your chances of a conversion over time. So there you have it. That is the basic architecture of the daily income method. From its business-in-a-box assets and those zero-weight, peer-to-peer instant commissions, all the way to a training vault literally designed to teach you digital marketing while you're earning. It completely strips away the need for product creation and relies 100% on your ability to drive traffic to a pre-built system. The question it leaves us with is a pretty compelling one. In a world where middlemen are constantly building empires, are you ready to become the connect in the digital economy? Something to think about. Thanks so much for joining us on this explainer, and we'll see you next time.